What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is TopCap Gaming, and today I'm coming at you with a TF2 loadout video. Now, the reason why I'm doing a simple video like this is because I've been pretty busy for the past few weeks, and I haven't been really uploading anything at all. So this is just kind of a simple way for me to play catch up. But if you're kind of interested as to what my plans are in the near future, specifically the event that I'm going to, Anime Expo, and what I have been doing for the past few weeks in regards to both work and E3, I'm releasing a discussion video, well, sorry, not discussion, but update video in addition to this one, and I'll leave a link right here and a link down in the description below. But other than that, let's just kind of jump back to my loadout video. Now, I was planning to upload a loadout video where I go over just all my classes and all the loadouts that I have, but that would take way too long. So for this one, just to kind of explain, I'm going to go over each class individually, go over kind of the loadouts that I have for each class, and kind of talk about how I play around with each of the individual classes and the loadouts that I usually make for them. So, just to get onto the very first loadout, I want you to meet my scout. So, to be really honest, Scout is my least played class. That and the Sniper. The reasons being is it's pretty hard for me to really kill people as the Scout. I'm just not too used to the hit detection and the fast movement of the Scout. So I usually stay away from him. Plus, I also like to play a bit more ranged classes because I like to keep my distance. And yeah, the Scout having to get up close in order to deal a lot of damage is pretty hard for me to play around with. Plus, he's pretty squishy. So I usually stay away from that. But nevertheless, I still like to play Scout from time to time when the Scout role needs to be filled, and I find it really fun to be a pretty big nuisance. So, just to kind of explain how all I usually set my loadouts is I have my slot A, my attacking loadout, my slot B, my defending loadout. Slot C is saved for kind of like a fun loadout or if I just want to mess around, and slot D is for man versus machine. So, to talk about my attacking loadout, the weapons I have are the Force in Nature, the pistol, and the atomizer. Now, with this loadout, it's mainly used to just kind of give the scout more maneuverability as I'm going around the map. The Force in Nature with the knockback and the ability to kind of give you that extra boost while jumping is pretty helpful in order to reach to some harder to get to places as the scout. The pistol is to mainly just deal with enemies that I can't get up close and personal with, or to kind of just poke at sentries off in the distance. And the atomizer is to give that extra mobility to the scout as I'm trying to jump from ledge to ledge. And it makes it pretty helpful in order to kind of avoid being shot while in the air, being able to strafe jump either left or right, and that additional jump allows it to kind of play around with the enemy, and so yeah, they find it a bit harder time predicting where the scout is going to move. But to kind of talk about how I usually switch up the attacking loadout if need be, what I'll usually do is replace my pistol with a bonk atomic punch, so that way I can make myself invincible as I run through enemy lines as I'm trying to either distract them in their base or sneak by so I can backcap when my team pushes onto a point. But other than that, that's kind of my general attacking loadout as the scout. So my defending loadout for the scout is just the scattergun, mad milk, and the atomizer. The scattergun because it's pretty much nothing can go wrong if you're using the scattergun. And so yeah, I'll use that just to get the most damage off out of all the other primaries that the scout has. The Mad Milk is for pretty much tagging enemies and getting health back as I'm shooting at them, helping to reveal cloaked spies and to help extinguish teammates. So yeah, with the Mad Milk, I figure if I can't do that good of a job playing as the scout, I can at least help my teammates in some way, shape, or form. And so, yeah, the Mad Milk allows me to help my teammates heal up a bit as they're taking down enemies. And then finally, the final weapon I have is the Atomizer. The Atomizer is just with the third jump, I'll be able to reach some harder to reach places as the scout. And yeah, it gives me a bit more mobility while jumping around trying to avoid enemy fire. So, to kind of talk more about the scout, I don't really switch out any of these items. Usually, if I have to switch an item in order to really defend my team, I'll usually just switch to a pistol. But nevertheless, this is my go-to loadout as I'm defending as the scout. And so, next is more of my fun loadout, and this is with the Soda Popper, the Flying Guillotine, and the Sandman. The Soda Popper is just to build up all that hype, so that way I can get all them jumps. I really like being able to get a lot of mobility as the scout with the Soda Popper. Really helps to reach harder to reach places and makes it pretty fun to get away from enemy fire just by jumping up to a higher ledge that none of the other teammates can or enemy teams can get to. And then the Flying Guillotine and Sandman combo is just really fun. I have a bit easier time with projectiles and predicting where my opponents are going to go than with hit scan weapons such as like the Soda Popper or the Scattergun or just any other guns where you point and click and will do damage. So yeah, plus my computer can't really handle uh, gaming all too much. Well, actually, kind of to take that back, it has been uh, doing really well for the past bit, but nevertheless, as a side note, I plan on building an actual gaming PC with money that I'm making right now, so that way I can play some more heavy graphics games in the near future. But nevertheless, back to the loadout. Fly Guillotine's fun just being able to chuck this at opponents and watching them bleed out. And the Sandman getting off the stuns, and with the combination of these two, makes a pretty lethal, lethal duo. And the Soda Popper helps me to jump around and get to targets that I want to take out with the Sandman and the Guillotine. So, yeah, that's my fun loadout. And then finally, my man versus machine loadout is the Babyface Blaster, the Man Milk, and the Fan of War. This, I don't play too much Scout in MVM, but I have played him time to time where I know kind of like how he's supposed to work. So the Babyface Blaster is just to give myself more mobility, just speed in general. The Babyface Blaster gives me a lot of speed just to run around the map, collect all the money before it disappears. The Mad Milk to help slow down robots and help heal teammates. And the Fan of War is to tag those medics and those sentry busters as I'm running around still collecting money. So, yeah, like I said before, I don't play too much Scout, so there's not really much I can talk about. So, yeah, I'm just keeping this nice and short, so that way I won't kind of dwell too long into my explanation as to why I played Scout. I don't play the Scout that much, just because of reasons that I stated before. So when I do my loadout video for any of the other classes, I can spend a bit more time talking about that class instead of just trying to ramble on and fill up a bit more time talking about classes that I don't really play that much. Anyways, so yeah, my name is TopCap Gaming. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, leave a like. If you have any other thoughts about this, be sure to leave them in the comments below. If you really like what you're seeing so far, please subscribe to my channel so that way you can stay up to date as to what else I've been releasing. Be sure to check out the description below for any other links that I may have. And yeah, other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you another time. Later.